All right, so on the previous episode, we previewed we previewed the both AFC and NFC Championship game matchups. We also recapped from the previous week's divisional round, and we also talk a lot of NBA. So I know you've been watching it. The viewerships between these two games, they expect to come out after 24 hours, but we've seen two incredible football games yesterday, and we'll see what's coming up on this show. And we said, good morning. Today is January 26, 2026. This is JDB's Morning Cap. And we're down just the last week of January. So I know how excited as we're approaching month of February. It's Black History. Next week is Black History Month. Or this week, into this week, is Black History Month. February 1st is this Sunday. So it should be a fun one. It should be a fun week in sports. First Sunday night basketball on NBC. So it should be a fun one in this one. If I would have deserved this, man, this game would be a whole lot better than you're expected. But I can take multiple factories that you're gonna make, but there's several factors that you like to see throughout the years, but you would have took that at any time. But it's about these guys being hungry and just act like as a competitor. But that was the best case scenario to get things done at his own cost here. All right, so let's cut it to this chase. Let's start with the Seahawks and the Rams. Rams squared off last night in the NFC Championship game yesterday. In Seattle, in Lumen Field. Sam Darnold last night. He threw 346 yards, 25 completions for 36 attempts, three touchdowns, no turnovers. We offer Matthew Stafford, 22 for 35 for 374 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. But the winning side goes to the Seahawks. 31-27 is your final score. All right, so my question was, what are my thoughts about that last night's game? It was entertaining. I mean, both offenses showing signs of life last night. But I'm going to start with the winning side first. For the Seattle, Sam Darnold using his arm and leg last night, with Kenneth Walker wasn't quite productive than he was his last game. But Sam Darnold, he made a lot of plays last night. Jackson Smith-Njigba made a lot of plays last night. And I think Sam Darnold, he started to learn his lesson after he didn't do much last week against the 49ers in a blowout win. But against the Rams team, how Sam Darnold's going to attack the Rams defense, get Jackson Smith-Njigba involved. He had a monster game against this Rams secondary. As difficult as it looks like, the Rams defense has no answers. Defense had no answers in that game. We had Rashid Shaheed with a 51-yard reception to start the game. That was a tone setter for the Seahawks. That set up an early touchdown. Those are the tone setters for this game. Maybe that would help to get it to the Super Bowl. Rashid Shaheed would be Rashid Shaheed should be a good stretcher wide receiver. But as for Sam Darnold, Kenneth Walker, Sam Darnold last night, like I said, he has to use his arm and his legs for certain situations. But Sam Darnold, he made big time throws. They made big time third down conversions. We talk about growing opportunities. The opportunities have been growing in favor of the Seattle Seahawks. Nothing is going to change it for Seattle. Seattle deserved to be NFC. The reason why Seattle deserved to be NFC champions because this team show a whole lot of juggernautsy. I'm not going to conspire everything else about the Seattle Seahawks. There's no controversy in Seattle. As for the Rams, a tough luck loss for the Rams. They only lost by 4. We talk about close. Every loss decided by one score. Decided by a close game. And each of those 5 losses have gone down to the final play of the game. So here are the notable losses where the final offensive player that plays of the game. The first loss, Rams were down by 1, and they were lined up for a field goal for a win. And then the game-winning field goal for the Rams was blocked, returned for a touchdown, ended up a 7-point loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 3. And then in Week 5, Rams welcomes the 49ers in L.A. San Francisco has a 3-point lead. Rams were lined up on 4th down. Sean McVay passed up a game-tying field goal. They would go for it, try to keep their drive alive. But the run, 4th down and short, did not work. They turned it over on downs to end the football game, end up losing by 3 points. That would have kept the drive going, and that would have won the game. The third loss for the Rams, they did not pick up their third loss until Who Rams handed their third loss this season? I don't know. Who did they lose? I could have sworn they lost to the Panthers. I believe they lost to. Yeah, the third loss was against the Panthers. The final offensive player of the game for the Rams, it was a game-losing sack, lost fumble on Matthew Stafford. And then the fourth loss was give a touchdown, make this a 1-point game, and then they give up a game-winning 2-point conversion. That was either his last offense or defensive play. And it ended up Rams losing by 1 point, 38-37 in Week 16. It was a thriller, probably the game of the year moment of the NFL. And in Week 13, Rams were down by like 21, something like that. They came back, but Falcons hit a go-ahead field goal. And the final offensive play, I don't know, there was like a lateral, something like that, end up losing by 3 points. And then the NFC Championship game, after 2 close wins, Rams had a long drive. The Rams had a long drive. And they end up turning over on downs. But there's some crucial mistakes along the way. They had a muff punt. Rams surrendering a muff punt in the early third quarter. It was recovered by the Seahawks. That led to a touchdown. The Rams could have won if it wasn't for that muff punt. This play right there, if it wasn't for that muff punt by Smith, the Rams would have won. They could have won this game. Would have, should have, could have. And then the Rams had a long drive, like I said, and they were down 31-27. All they had to do is score a touchdown. They convert the first fourth down, but the second fourth down threw an incomplete pass in the end zone. But it seems to me that I know Matthew had a great game, but Matthew said we missed some opportunities to win the game. That means, so I could ask this question: how the Rams passed up a 2-point conversion. It was 31-26. How Sean McVay passed up a 2-point conversion after Nakua scored a touchdown, make it 31-26. McVay said we could have gone for 2. We would have made this a 3-point game, and in the field goal we would have tied it. Yeah, I'm not so sure they would have won this game or not, but technically they would have won it. Then there's now a lot of questions you're going to ask. Who do you think who should win? Those are golden opportunities that you got to have, and they didn't make the most of it. Talk about missing opportunities in an opportune time. It's gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna hurt. It will hurt its cause. We talk about the Rams making plays and all that kind of stuff, but what Rams need to do this offseason, they need to fix. They need to get better in close games. Something they did not do all this year. I mean, this is the problem that's not worth it. So this is hurting. This is hurting them the most. Because of that, when your team is struggling, or your team doesn't play very well, your confidence is going to go eye to eye. So I think Matthew Stafford would have to think about this. You just don't trust each other. You don't even trust each other that much. You can't even handle this. As for the Rams, they would love to have that back. They really love to have this back. Let's go back to that fourth down play. On that 4-minute mark, looked like they have a touchdown. Looked like 18 could not handle it. So that was the difference of this game. So that was that. All right, let's move on to the AFC Championship game. So how it panned out yesterday. It was a defensive slugfest yesterday. The Patriots took on the Broncos in yesterday's AFC Championship game in Mile High. It was a blizzard second half in Denver. We had some defense. We had some great plays on defense. And we have 8 combined sacks, 2 combined turnovers, and 4 combined missed field goals. But the Patriots, with a 10-7 win to earn their Super Bowl, and they're now AFC champions. Drake May finished 10 for 21, 86 yards, no touchdowns nor picks. He did get sacked 5 times. Ramondre Stevenson had a productive game, 25 carries for 71 yards. Drake May had 10 carries for 65 yards and a score. He gave him to a AFC Championship game MVP because he's used his legs. For Jarrett Stidham for the Broncos, he's a former Patriot. He finished 17 for 31, 133 yards, a touchdown and a pick. The only touchdown he threw it to Cortland Sutton on a second offensive drive of the game for the Denver Broncos. So I'm going to ask this question about this. Did Sean Payton pass up a fourth down play? Or did Sean Payton pass up a field goal, that would have made it 10-0? Well, I agree. Yes, I think he passed up a field goal attempt that would have put Broncos 10-0. But the Jarrett Stidham pass on 4th in the yard, the pass was incomplete, and it just didn't work out that way because of that. I mean, this is a golden opportunity to wait it out. I mean, those are the crucial mistakes you got to make. Those are the crucial mistakes they made. I mean, we talk about all of that. And also, I would have kept my fingers crossed that we've just been talking about, I think it was still 7-0. Let's go back to this. I think it was late second quarter. So let's go back to this play. So I believe this is the next play. Next play coming up. The next play, Jarrett Stidham is going to throw it. It looks like initially it was a backwards pass, a fumble recovery return for a touchdown, but the referee blew him dead. They send the intentional grounding, and then watch.
Touchdown. It was a backward pass by the quarterback, picked up by New England. It was a first down for the Patriots at the spot of recovery.
Well, they rule a fumble recovered by the defense of the spot of the fumble. So they had it originally called a complete pass when the whistle blew dead. According to Gene's territory, that Stidham pass would have been gone forward. It wouldn't have been incomplete pass. It wouldn't have been intentional grounding. And that set up that play, Drake May's touchdown to tie a game, that make it 7-7, and then Morales' field goal in the first drive of the third quarter, that was the difference. Morales missed 2 field goals as well, along with that. So now the Broncos, they missed 2 crucial kicks. Here's the second missed field goal. So here's the second missed kick that I want to see this. So here's the second one. It looked like number 93 got a hand of it. 93 got a hand on it. So the 46-yard field goal from Lutz was partially blocked. It still counts as a missed field goal. Now, it's partially blocked. It was good, but that would have tied the game. If it wasn't for that blocked kick, partially blocked kick, that could have tied the game. So there's missed opportunities along the way. And then we'll go to the interception in just a minute. Here, we'll get to the Patriots in about 1 more minute. So we'll try our best to get to this point. But all right, so now the Broncos got to stop, and then this is their last offensive drive of the game for the Broncos. So for Jarrett Stidham, all I gotta do is kick the field goal 7 overtime or get a touchdown to win it. But Stidham looking for somebody, but it was intercepted looking for Marvin Mims, but it was picked off by Christian Gonzalez to seal the game. And Broncos never got the ball back after May ran over for a first down. Just 2 plays after the 2-minute warning. And the Patriots end up winning 10-7. As for the Patriots, I'm impressed with the Patriots defense. Once again, the Patriots defense continues to amaze. The Patriots defense continues to amaze all season long and has been even better in the playoffs. The Patriots defense has been better than the Patriots offense. The Patriots offense has been pretty good in the regular season, but not the case in the postseason. But the Patriots defense is finding ways to win. They're finding ways to win because the Patriots defense has kept carrying you. So those are competitive games that you got to make. You got to make winning plays. That is necessary. But Drake May is making winning plays when it's necessary. Drake May is making enough winning plays when it's necessary. That's the key. I mean, that's how you turn these franchises around. Now, Mike Vrabel has gone from firing as Titans head coach I believe 2 years ago, to the Super Bowl bound. As for the entire Patriots team, they have gone from back-to-back 4-13 seasons to a Super Bowl bound. No team in the NFL history has gone back. No team in the Super Bowl era has gone back-to-back 13-loss seasons, and then the next year made the Super Bowl. This has got to be the biggest turnarounds in NFL history. And now, next stop is Super Bowl, winning the championship. That's their main goal. That is their main goal. But I'm proud that Mike Vrabel has been choosing that. They chose Mike Vrabel as head coach. I mean, this is a lot you can learn from it. This is a good good sign for this. This is a good hiring from New England. Robert Kraft trust Mike Vrabel and all that kind of stuff. So this is what this thing is all about. That would be that here. All right, so if the Patriots, so the matchup is set. It's Patriots and Seahawks. So the next year, these two will see each other in 2026-27 season. It would be nice. All right, so coming up next, we have breaking news in the NFL. The Steelers have hired their head coach. We'll see who it is. Also coming up, we're gonna share a lot of moments of. It's been half dozen years since losing of Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna Bryant. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And then also coming up, we're down just 4 teams. They need a head coach, and it's all coming up next. We'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. All right, welcome back. We have breaking news in the NFL from Saturday. According to ESPN insider Adam Schefter, the Steelers have hired Mike McCarthy as he'll be the next Pittsburgh Steelers head coach, the 4th head coach in team history. The previous 3 was Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin, and now Mike McCarthy is the new Steelers head coach, new sheriff in town. So, the question is, should the Steelers bring back Aaron Rodgers after the hiring of Mike McCarthy? Well, I would love to see this. I am confident that Aaron Rodgers will return to Pittsburgh to work with Mike McCarthy. I'm confident. So I'm going to say yes to this. It's a 1-year thing, 1-year reunion. Just reunite for 1 season, and that's it. All you got to do is recruit some players, try to get their offense a lot better. I mean, we talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike McCarthy deserves how deserving this coaching job is. Mike Tomlin has gone 19 straight seasons without a losing record. Some of these seasons have been 500. Most seasons has been winning records and mostly making the playoffs, got to the Super Bowl, won the championship, and now here they are. Mike McCarthy is the new head coach. Excuse me. And depends on how long he's going to coach. We talk about 3 coaches have coached 10 plus years. It's only happened in the Super Bowl era. 3 coaches have coached over 10 years. Tomlin, Cowher, and Noll. And now McCarthy. Can he make it to 5 years? Can he continue his winning record streak? We talk about winning records for the Pittsburgh Steelers. In fact, Steelers have not been last place over the last. Since the division expanded, the Steelers has 0 last place finishers since the division had expanded in 2002. Steelers have never been last place in the AFC North division. Ever. They have never been last place. But 3 other teams have been last place before. Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Baltimore. They have been last place finishers. Pittsburgh, they have not been last place since the division alignment had expanded in 2002. So what is next for the rest of the Pittsburgh Steelers football team after Mike McCarthy's hiring? Bring back Aaron Rodgers. That would be significant. Because announcing Rodgers' retirement may be lifted. Retirement of Aaron Rodgers might be lifted for next season. So if the Steelers do not bring Rodgers back because of potential announcing retirement, then will it be disappointment? Maybe not. it won't be disappointing because and now the Steelers do need to get a quarterback. The Steelers are trying to draft Ty Simpson from Alabama. Let's see how the Steelers already drafted Will Howard last year, and now they want to draft a quarterback, Ty Simpson. I'm not sure this is going to help its cause. But so what's the outlook look like in 2026? What's the Pittsburgh Steelers outlook in 2026? So 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 what's left out? The quarterback uncertain. The Steelers holds the 21st overall pick of the 2026 draft. And then you still have Cam Hayward and TJ Watt. It, it, and the Steelers are possibly drafting Ty Simpson. They want a young leader. If they got a young quarterback just like Kenny Pickett, it's pretty darn significant. When they're looking their schedule in 2026, the Steelers were a first place finisher. Steelers were a first place finisher. The Steelers will have to play the Eagles next year in Philadelphia. And then Steelers will have to play the Patriots on the road. Steelers will have to go home against the Broncos. They gotta play Jacksonville. They gotta play Houston, a playoff rematch. I mean, those are the game. The strength of schedule is going to be tough for the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's no getting around it. So, like I said, the Steelers have the 21st overall pick of the draft of 2026. They're probably going to select Ty Simpson from Alabama. So that would be helpful. Steelers do need to get a quarterback in this draft if Rodgers doesn't come back. Even Rodgers do return with Pittsburgh next season, they still got to draft a quarterback. Because as far as Rodgers' health is concerned, if Rodgers goes down with an injury, then they can use Ty Simpson as an opportune man. So Mike McCarthy has to get this team right to restructure its roster. I mean, we talk about as far as roster talent goes, you still got Watt and Hayward and other guys. They gotta have potential. They gotta have Super Bowl potential. They haven't had that. They have not had that for years. They have not had Super Bowl potential for years. That's a shocking one. I really hate to see that. To go things around with it, so it could have marked themselves into the mix. As for Pittsburgh, they still need help to get into to team recruiters, like from free agency or trade acquisitions and all that kind of stuff. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they just got to get better. They just got to get better as far as acquisitions. So let's see how it completely pans out for this one here. All right, so coming up next on JDB's Morning Cap, we will talk about the 6 years of sadness, the darkest moments of all time. Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna passed away 6 years ago today. We will talk about that for 20 minutes. And we'll be back in about 3 to 5. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. So we're gonna step away. We're gonna talk Kobe Bryant's legacy for 20 something minutes. We'll step away in 5 minutes. We'll be right back.
This is an ABC News special report. Now reporting, Tom Yamas.
Hey, good evening, and we are coming back on the air with new details on the tragic death of NBA legend Kobe Bryant. ABC News confirming the 5-time NBA champion for the Los Angeles Lakers was among 5 people killed when a helicopter crashed and caught fire in Southern California. Authorities in Los Angeles County are holding a news conference now. Let's go to that.
Good afternoon. My name is Darrell Osney. I'm the fire chief of the Los Angeles County Fire Department. I want to thank you for coming here to today's briefing of the Willow incident. Today, shortly before 10 o'clock at 9:47 a.m., the Los Angeles County Fire Department received a 911 call of a potential helicopter down in a brush fire at the intersection of Los Burgess Road and Willow Glen Street in the city of Calabasas in unincorporated Los Angeles County. Upon arrival, our firefighters discovered approximately a quarter-acre brush fire that resulted from a crash on the hillside. The Los Angeles County Fire Department initial response was 15 pieces of apparatus and 56 personnel that consisted of paramedics, engine company, heavy rescue, truck company, hand crews, an aircraft, and a chief officer to oversee the incident. Upon arrival during the incident, and upon arrival of the Sheriff's Department, our 2 respective departments entered into unified command to handle this incident. Our firefighters on scene indicated that there was a debris field and steep terrain with a quarter-acre brush fire that was occurring at the time. Our firefighters hiked in to the accident site with their medical equipment and hose lines to extinguish the stubborn fire, as it included the brush fire, debris from the helicopter, and the fire also included magnesium, which is very hard for our firefighters to extinguish because magnesium reacts with oxygen and water. In addition to our firefighters hiking into the incident, we had 1 helicopter flying to the incident with firefighter paramedics on board. Those paramedics were hoisted down to the incident early into the incident. They did a search of the area for survivors. Unfortunately, all the survivors on board were determined to have been perished. Firefighters and hand crews worked to extinguish the fire while carefully preserving the incident for investigation. Currently, this investigation is still ongoing. I would like to turn this over to my sheriff to continue the press briefing.
Thank you, Chief Osby. Personnel from Los Angeles Sheriff's Station responded to the scene of the crash site and assisted the fire department, and we've established a containment area, and now our Aero Bureau has a handle on traffic or aircraft accidents. However, when there's a fatality, then it switches to the National Transportation Safety Bureau, the NTSB, and the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA. The FAA is already on scene and assisting. We're waiting the arrival of the coroner's office to assist in the recovery of the remains.
social apps that pretend to be free but charge.
But it's really sad that Kobe Bryant passed away. But we will talk about the iconic memories. We'll watch the iconic memories, and then we'll get my reaction to this.
Kobe and Sarah, the alley-oop. Kobe with the dunk. And the foul as well. That's why Kobe gave it up.
From the Lakers, and Bryant trying to go behind his back, and Boykins the other way, and they'll finish off with Andre Miller. Maybe.
Hey, Kobe did not give up on that play. How about that play?
Well, that's leadership. That's the kind of stuff he wants to do, and it's shooting. Close defense at the other end.
Start with Shaq. He gives it to Walton. Here comes Kobe. Kobe's the main man. 5-5. Got it. Hamilton the shot. The three is. Kobe Bryant drains the three. 2.1 left on the clock. We're deadlocked at 89. Unbelievable.
Covered by Landry, Louise is dropped down. Kobe! Oh! High! Down hard! Kobe Bryant! Oh, no!
Imam sitting down.
Over the glass, Kobe! Give me a break! Welcome to the circus!
And he only shot that ball because he said, I'm getting an and one. I know they're going to hear the whistle. Play through it.
Good point. Danny watching Kobe. Stooping, driving and putting it in! Oh, and the world to the two men!
He passed himself off the back. That was a fine play. Kevin, I've seen him do that a lot. Looking for Bryant. Bryant out deep. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. For the win. Got it.
We talked about him battering his game after Michael Jordan, and this was Jordan-esque right here. Kobe Bryant just breaking the Charlotte Hornets' heart with that shot. And Kobe Bryant made an MVP of the All-Star game type of shot. Game 3.
Kobe really attacking us up 50 seconds he's on defense. So this guy's no slouch out there defensively. Kobe's got him sized up right now. He's doing exactly where he wants to go on the floor. Then they hit the coaching change. Remember, Mike McCarthy was the only guy that could have been his job. Got a pass on it. Left-handed. He's put up a lot of shots in his career left-handed. Even Mark Cuban can afford to salute that one. Doesn't have to start to do that. By Kobe. Oh, and Skip was bumping him. Kobe, the acrobatic finish. A chance for a three-point play. That was sweet on Bryant.
Well, that's the top play of the day.
Oh, Kobe Bryant with the reverse.
Defensively for LA.
He knows where he is.
Kobe again. Spectacular. 85. Now 4. Here's Fisher with the jumper. Remaining in this fourth quarter, and the Lakers have come to take back.
In control of the series. play. Shot clock is down to 5. Bryant goes to work. Bryant the drive. Kobe Bryant on a work attack. Rejected by shot. Kobe Bryant on the other end. Will he attack? Right on me. Will he attack? Yes, indeed.
The best line.
Starting to take matters into his own hand, Van Horn. Now, you got to get this thing from Curry Kicker. Oh my gosh. Down, Kobe. Down.
Really good in return. And if I was a team out there, I knew that the Knicks might want to trade him. Man, make sure you try to get him.
And the Los Angeles Lakers reality. Can you believe it? That was as good as it gets.
What a great pass and great finish. Toronto came up with it. Darren Williams and Kobe Bryant win the goal.
Into the playoffs. Bryant on top against Patterson. Kobe cannot get Patterson in the air. A wild three. Just when you think the basketball gods can't get any cooler.
No, I told you before, this is not the guy you want to let shoot that shot in this building. Kobe Bryant ties the ball game up as only Kobe Bryant can do.
Bryant for three.
That's a big time shot. Be the star, son. Be the star. This ball game is over.
Look at the hustle of Lamar Odom. Off to Kobe Bryant.
And Kobe with emphasis. Artest looking, gets it to Bryant. Bryant, Jordan, has to put it up for the buzzer. Banks it in! He banks in the three! And the Lakers win the game! And that is just greatness personified. Now Bryant again, out between the rings, guarded by Pippen. Kobe on the move. Lobster O'Neal. Kobe Bryant worked down the lane and Shaq hammered it in with the right hand. Timeout Portland.
The Lakers, because of this man, Kobe Bryant, can take over. Just right out. He almost threw his elbow into the basket that time.
First cannot buy a triple. Kobe wheeling. What a play to carry on.
Divorced and dating at 51.
And the foul. And a chance to tie. What a delivery by Kobe Bryant.
A 50-point game in his farewell. Bryant for three. Oh! One last gamer. Bryant on the move with the jumper. He got it! 58 points! And the Lakers lead! 60.
Nice rotation of Bryant. Look at that from Kobe. Kobe Bryant just sucked the Germany out of the target center. What a play.
The windmill slam. Long run out by Kobe Bryant. Behind the what did I just see?
He gets all what Kobe does best, and that's putting people to their feet with a sensational play. Here we go, dribble down, take it away to the Bryant. Slam dunk. Woo! You talk about elevation. Chick, he went up to the rafters before he decided to put somebody on a poster.
They'd love to get it into Nash's hands, and they do. Ball knocked away, stolen by Kobe. There it is. Here comes George to Kobe Bryant. Bryant inside. It's good. It's good. Tie game. A 1-point game. Rodgers will tip it. Bryant with the save.
Oh, you gotta get a shot here.
Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang!
his hand. Kobe pump fake for two. Kobe's got the Laker record. 81-point game. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed the second greatest scoring performance in NBA history.
Wow. All right, so coming up next, we're still going to talk about the late Kobe Bryant. We're going to get a 20-minute reaction because I've been showing highlights and a bunch of highlights. Actually, we saw highlights and handful of memories. I'll reflect that for the 20 minutes, and then we'll take a commercial break. We'll still talk about the life of Kobe Bryant. We'll step away about 5 minutes. All right, welcome back. Just moments ago, we saw the highlights of the life of the late Kobe Bryant, top moments of Kobe Bryant's career. Give me a second. Okay, so 6 years ago today, we lost our hero. We lost the most iconic players of all time. The legend, father, friend, brother, uncle. Kobe Bryant passed away. I believe Kobe Bryant was 41 years old, something like that. Yeah, Kobe was 41 years old. And along with his daughter, he died on the helicopter crash on January 26th of 2020. It was the darkest moments of its life. So before I get to more of my reaction about Kobe Bryant's death 6 years ago, what was my top 5 best Kobe Bryant moments of his career that I saw? Number 5, best moments that I saw. Kobe Bryant had a huge dunk against New Orleans Hornets. That was the 5th best moment that I saw. The 4th best moment that I saw. Kobe Bryant wins his first NBA and lone MVP of the league in 2007-2008 season. Kobe Bryant is a one-time NBA MVP. That was 2007-2008 season. That was the best moment, the 4th best moment I saw. Number 3, Kobe Bryant with a big dunk. Actually, number 3, Kobe Bryant with 2 crazy game-winning shots. No, 2 crazy. One had been the game-tying shot, and the other one was a game-winning shot against the Blazers. One, the tying in the 4th quarter, the other one in the overtime, winning it. So that was a huge moment here. Number 2, Kobe Bryant's last game of his career, 60-point performance. It was against the Jazz on April 13th, 2016, and they end up winning that game. 60 points, probably the greatest moment in NBA history for Kobe Bryant. Number 1, Kobe Bryant's 81-point performance. For honorable mention moments for Kobe Bryant hit a game-tying shot to send in overtime against the Suns in the playoffs, and then a game-winning shot in the playoffs against the Suns. That's the honorable mention moment that I saw. No, it brings back old school memories of Kobe Bryant. That's one of my top 5 moments. And the honorable mention is the Suns game, Lakers and Suns in Los Angeles. It was the honorable mention moment for them. So let's just say this. What do I know about Kobe Bryant? Kobe, to me, you think Kobe has been one of their idols. I mean, Kobe's from Philadelphia area. That was back in high school days. He played from Lower Merion High School in just outside of around Philadelphia area. I think he was wearing number 33. Kobe Bryant was wearing number 33, and then for the Lakers, he wore number 8 and 24. I mean, even though his birthday was August 23rd, 1978, but it's 8/24 day. I'm gonna say the declaration. That's the day after his birthday. But Kobe has shared so many moments. His basketball career, brief music career too. He's a former hip hop artist. Kobe is a former hip hop artist. He did his music since he was a kid, and then he stopped. He started focusing on NBA and his life and his health. I mean, and he's a Hall of Famer. Vanessa inducted his husband the Hall of Fame. He said so many great words. I mean, Reggie Miller, Shaquille O'Neal described it during his Kobe's passing. Shaq said, Kobe is my hero. He's my brother. He's my little brother to me. That's what he said. And then Reggie said, and Kobe, we're gonna need you. We're gonna need you. We're gonna need you right here. That's what Reggie Miller says. And several players or several legends who knew about Kobe Bryant. Excuse me. Several members who knew about Kobe Bryant, like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Rick Fox, Robert Horry, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Tracy McGrady, Chris Webber, Steve Kerr, Phil Jackson, Baron Davis, Blake Griffin, Candace Parker, Asia Wilson, Sue Bird, Swin Cash. Who else? Byron Shaw. Or no, sorry, it's Byron Scott. My bad. Byron Scott. Kurt Rambis. Who else who knew about Kobe Bryant? over the years. Darren Williams, Damian Lillard, Chris Paul. Chris Paul became friends with Kobe Bryant for a very, very long time. Kobe and Chris Paul have their great friendships over the years. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Dwight Howard. They were frenemies at times, but sometimes they're friends, sometimes they're not, but we all know that. Yao Ming. He played each other against him. Meta World Peace. They were frenemies. Mostly enemies when he played against them. As known as Ron Artest. That's his real name. Kyrie Irving. There's so many names who knew Kobe Bryant over the years. I mean, when I watched Kobe Bryant playing basketball when I was a kid, I mean, he seemed making big ass shots. He's making some clutch ass shots time and time again. But damn, he's too damn good at playing basketball. Kobe Bryant's just too damn good to play basketball. And I can tell you that. That's a career technology in benefit of Kobe Bryant. He's making so many iconic moments, but it's really tough to see to put them in a position to play. All the confidences. In the world. It's a different path. It's a different life, different moment, different situation. But it seems to me we love about Kobe Bryant. We love about this. It's crazy sometimes when people who like to see, who love to play a brand of basketball, they call the Black Mamba. Those are the great moments that I really wanted to look back over the years. And it's really hard. It's pretty hard to see in this one here. All right, so my other expression I want to talk about the late Kobe Bryant. When I was watching the NBA Finals over the years, I was watching Magic and Lakers and Celtics and Lakers between 2009 and 2010 NBA Finals. When I saw Kobe Bryant playing basketball, actually, I've been watching Kobe Bryant since I was a little kid. Do I think I'll be the next Kobe Bryant? Not really, but I respect Kobe Bryant. I love Kobe Bryant to the death, man. I mean, if I have known Kobe Bryant, he was my father to me. Maybe my uncle at times, but he's my uncle to me. But when I was watching basketball, he handles the ball really. He handles his team really well. He shares to his kids and their other kids. He teach kids how to play basketball. When he had his own academy, what's it called? Mamba Sports Academy. So it's called Mambasita Sports Foundation. Was founded by Kobe Bryant. It took place from Thousand Oaks, California. They trained thousands of athletes who wants to be a future basketball players or taking their own evolutions. All right, so as I'm saying, what happened to Kobe Bryant's passing 6 years ago? I know he suffered a helicopter crash along with his daughter Gianna Bryant. It's devastating, man. It's really devastating. I'm still thinking about him. I'm thinking about you, man. Everybody's in the world has been crying. So most of you watching basketball, if you're a huge Kobe Bryant fan, it's sad. It's really sad. It's too sad enough that your fan favorite is gone 6 years ago. I'm not a Kobe Bryant fan, even though I respect it. I respect Kobe Bryant. I'm not a huge Kobe Bryant fan. However, I do respect Kobe Bryant, and I love him to death. But it's really, 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 really hard to find the stuff you've been going through right now. All right, we're gonna play this song that is mean to Kobe Bryant. Let's play this right now. And this one will be missed. We love you, Kobe. Oh, by the way, Michael Jordan knew about Kobe Bryant as well.
Without you, my friend.
All right, welcome back here. Let's take a look at the head coaching cycles right now. We get to 5 minutes here. All right, so we're down just 4 head coaches. We're down just 4 teams. They need a head coach. Raiders, Bills, Cardinals, and Browns need a head coach. So far, the first 6: John Harbaugh, New York Giants; Kevin Stefanski, Atlanta Falcons; Jeff Hafley, Miami Dolphins; Robert Saleh, the Tennessee Titans; Jesse Minter, Baltimore Ravens; Mike McCarthy, Pittsburgh Steelers. That's the 6 head coaches they have completed. So far. So here's the question. We have 4 teams, they need a head coach. So who are my predictions? Who will be the next 4 teams head coach? Raiders, Clint Kubiak; Bills, Joe Brady; Cardinals, Anthony Lynn; and Browns, we could see Davis Webb from the Patriots. The Browns could get Davis Webb as head coach. So it's Kubiak for the Raiders, Brady for the Bills. I'm gonna say Anthony Lynn for the Arizona Cardinals, and then we could see Davis Webb from the Cleveland Browns. We could see this happening. So that would be my predictions. Who are the next head coach for 4 different teams? But it's not official yet. So there's a lot of things going on. The Raiders are favored to get Clint Kubiak. Second is Joe Brady. Then Brian Daboll may be out of the picture as a head coaching job. So it's going to get interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to pan out in the next couple of weeks. We're down just 2 weeks left in a postseason. Super Bowl is next Sunday. Super Bowl is next coming Sunday. Pro Bowl is next Tuesday. So NFL Honors is next week as well. So this is excitement for the next few moments here as it develops. So now it's been this way when coaching and learning experience. This is your second chance out. You put yourself in a really, really good position to become the new head coach. The Raiders are the main one. They need a new head coach. They need somebody who's young, who's talented, who has but the coach just need a young head coach just need more potential. And they need a young quarterback. They could rely on your young players as much as they have. They're going to grow developmentally. And then you got Arizona. They want to teach them discipline and blend football. Buffalo. They just want to end their drought to get to the Super Bowl and win it. And they also need somebody would step up. Is Arizona and Cleveland. Arizona. Cleveland just need an offensive-minded coach who can help Shadir Sanders. That would be the best factor. You really want to see that happening. But I'd like to see who could be this one here at this own point. So that is not the worst case scenario. We're down just 4 teams. 4 teams they need a head coach. That will be this one. So that would be the best case scenario to get to this point and how this is going to work out for the best. So we'll see how it goes here. All right, so let's switch gears now. All right, so the winter is continued to falter here in the east, across the East Coast or other Midwest through South. There's notable games in the NBA has postponed. Nuggets and Grizzlies game from January 25th and Mavericks and Bucks game were postponed. And then today, 76ers will play the Hornets. They're going to play at 3 o'clock Eastern due to a weather storm. Pacers and Hawks playing at 1:30 Eastern today, also impacting the storm. It's due to multiple flight delays. The weather continues. To falter across Midwest and South areas. So I got to ask this question. Should they be concerned as far as winter storms across eastern of the United States? Yeah, they should be concerned, honestly, because the weather was bad. It's shocking because we've never seen this weather be this bad for a long time. And those weather stuff is pretty darn chaotic. It's a chaotic weather. All right, so here are the notable games are playing today, are playing the early game. Pacers Hawks at 1:30 Eastern, 76ers Hornets 3 Eastern. Rest of them, they're gonna regularly schedule programmed. But I don't know how this is gonna work. There's some games that are gonna get pushed back due to a weather issue. So it's really tough to see it happen in here. So if that's the case, we do not want to see what's going to transpire of the weather. So that would be a golden ease for this one here. So you'd like to see it, what's going to happen here in that one. All right, let's wrap things up here. Let's do a 2-minute wrap up here. What's coming up next in this episode? We'll talk about, we'll preview the Super Bowl matchup between the Seahawks and Patriots. And then we'll talk heavily on the NBA since there's not a lot going on this week. We'll talk all that stuff about that as it develops, and we'll update the head coaching job. We'll talk the Cowboys. We'll talk, and we're also going to talk about Josh. We're talking about everything around the NFL, across the NFL. So we'll get to that this one. All right. So just a couple of thoughts here. A couple of final thoughts here. Last Saturday, 2 days ago, we have really, really sad news that it turned out Alex Pretty passed away, age of 37, in Minneapolis. There was he was involved in a shooting by the federal officers, and Alex Pretty was 37 years old. And however, the investigation will continue around Minneapolis. So he's a nurse, and then we're gonna send our thoughts and prayers go out to the Pretty's family who lost their lives. We'll see you all tomorrow. This Alex Pretty's man will be missed. We'll send our condolences to the entire Pretty's family, and this man will be missed. This is JDB's Morning Cap. We'll see you tomorrow, and have a good rest of your day.